All right, the highlights from October 17th. It's Wednesday, greatstockpicks.com from our live trading chat room. CLF, if I move over and take today's candle out of it, you can see it had nice volume and kind of a little breakout here. So it goes on watch. We don't chase it at the open. We look for setups, okay? It looked like this. Well, I can just scroll over and let you see the whole day. But initially, this was the opening candle right here, and it just kind of went into a grinding mess. So my long idea for the room was if it got up to 44.26, which was, let me try that again. I'm going to use an arrow this time, which was right there. Worst case stop, 34 cents below, which is approximately right there. And you can see it never really looked back and went to 45.68. 2 days in a row we had nice trades in CLF. Went up $1.42 on 34 cents risk, but 34 cents a share risk really isn't accurate, because once we took the trigger, we were pretty much never underwater. Came back to maybe flat at one point, but the stop never in danger of getting hit. Home builders were on watch. I went ahead and put PHM on watch. Look at that volume this morning, and the daily was near breakout territory. So this one had my full attention at the open, and I went ahead and gave a long entry idea on PHM at 17.43, which was approximately right there. Worst case stop, 15 cents below, never got hit. Didn't exactly tear it up, but it did move up to 17.80 something. 41 cent move in our favor, 15 cents risk. And another one that, we were just scaling out into this shape here and tightening up the stop. So it ended up being money in our pocket, although not as much as I had hoped. CLF certainly was nice. LYB, the reason this one was on watch, because take today's candle out of it, nice breakout yesterday and nice volume. So today, kind of like CLF, I wanted to have it on watch and look for a low risk setup. And it kind of similar to CLF, gave us an entry 54.98, which literally was right about there. And the stop pretty tight, 19 cents below, and never got hit. And from that went up almost a buck, went to 55.70 something, and closing at its high of the day. So a nice way to play these. If you all you have to do is put them on watch and then look for a low risk setup on an intraday basis, and you can get some nice quiet entries, some nice trades. Couple other things to show from today. Let's see. Dean Foods, I gave an entry idea. It's kind of funny because I subsequently talked myself out of it, because I thought it had resistance in this area on the daily. But anyway, I gave a long idea, and I had the projector on so everyone could see the setup right over 1640, and the worst case stop was about a dime below. And then I looked at the daily, and I talked myself out of taking it. Fortunately for Wayne, one of our all-stars, I didn't talk him out of taking it. He grabbed it right there, dime stop, and went up 80 cents from there in pretty short order. And I don't know how many other members took it, but certainly a great call there. Not a great call, great trade by Wayne. A dumb call to talk myself out of it. But anyway, had a good day. Other examples of ideas I was on was Ross Stores, was almost straight down here. Right here was just almost straight down and hitting. And then remember this setup. Whenever you see a stock that's really ahead of itself to the downside and hitting the 200 on the daily, you oftentimes get a nice bounce there. And look at that nice bounce off that area. I don't know, 50, 60 cent bounce, something like that from there. I'd love to tell you I traded it, and I didn't. I pointed it out to everybody, and I don't know, maybe I was content with my gains from the day. I missed that one, but we did have members make some money in Ross Stores as well. See if I have any. One of our all-stars, Shady, called ASML 4947. Whoops. Excellent call there. It was right about there, and the stop always goes below the most recent low, so it would have been below there. And moved up about a buck from there. So, again, the other all-stars had calls too. I just didn't do a good job of copying and pasting them in my notes, so I don't have them all in front of me. But I think I've covered all of my ideas from the day. Let me do a quick glance. Nope, I forgot about Pandora. Pandora I called using one of our methods as a long. This is our infamous Tokyo play. As a long right here. Seems a little risky, but the stop right there is one of our Tokyo plays. It was around 892, and the stop was probably 874, something like that. And you know what? It ended up never stopping out and closing pretty strong for a nice percentage gain. For anyone in our room, I just made a little bit on the initial spike. But you know, anyone in our room that let the stop work, excellent trade there too. I don't have that kind of patience, and again, because of the nature of the trade, which is grabbing it on that volume spike with a stop below that candle, I wasn't willing to sit through it. But anyway, I think that was it for the day as far as all my trade ideas. So anyway, nice day. I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.